What's up, you guys? Joe Dobby here, back at it again with another deck profile, and today it's finally here. I'm finally doing the Dandevimon Hybrid BT6, my special version, my own take on Dandevimon, and I did want to shout out a vault really quickly because I am doing a little bit of a switch up in this deck profile. I'll be adding a little bit of B-roll, highlighting some key points in each card choice when they start to matter. And yeah, we'll just dive right into it, guys. Okay, so first things first, we obviously have to go through the eggs. So I am running one copy of Dandevimon here. Dandevimon is a very great card. On deletion, trigger, draw one, and then trash one from your hand. It is a very powerful cycling card on deletion, and you are swinging with rookies here from time to time, so it's a very good card to have. Next, we are running 4 copies of Sunamon. So Sunamon, the new egg from BT6 for purple, is very strong. Once per turn, when you trash a card in your hand due to a trash effect, you trigger draw one. And we have a lot of those in this deck, so prepare to draw a lot, and then trash a lot, and then draw a lot again. So this super awesome card. If you've got multiple Sunamon out, you actually draw 2, 3, 4, however many you got us. Next, we're going right into the rookies. So 4 copies of Dandevimon. So the beautiful thing about Dandevimon is you're actually playing that card from trash. So this rookie helps you get there, obviously, due to its inheritable effect, which is on deletion. If you have 7 or more cards with Devimon in their names in trash, you can play one Dandevimon from trash without paying its cost. Just a PSA to everybody who's kind of new to Dandevimon and trash effects. Just remember that on deletion effects happen in trash. So as you are resolving on deletion effects on the board, that Devimon stack does count. So this Devimon that is on the board would count along with any other on the stack. There we go. Next, we are running 3 copies of this awesome Impmon. So this Impmon will allow you to trash 1 card in your hand. Great for selective cycling. Because there's so many ways to trash cards and choose what you are trashing now, I don't run the Mill 3 Impmon. I prefer this Impmon, and you guys will see why. So I can return a 7 Great Demon Lord card or 3 Musketeer card with it, like from trash, to my hand. So it's a very good cycler of those types of cards, which you will see in this deck. So I hope you're excited. Next, guys, we're running 3 copies of the Gabumon from the starter deck. This Gabumon is a very good card in this deck, specifically because when attacking, you actually trigger draw 1 and then trash 1. So this is great because, fun fact, you do not Digivolve into your level 6 Digimon in this deck at all. There's only 1 level 6 card in here that you actually Digivolve into, and you only do it when you need to. So you're actually swinging with your level 5s, and this Gabumon, you know, the quicker you get to swinging, the quicker you get to cycle, the quicker you get to use this effect, and that's why I run the 3. Next, we are running 2 copies of the Dandevimon, the 2 cost. So very good card because it's 2 cost. You can keep your opponent to 1 by Digivolving into a champion. From 3 memory, you hard play this, and then you Digivolve into a champion, you keep them at 1. Also, it's got Dandevimon in its name, so it counts towards bringing out Dan. Lastly, 1 copy of Elecmon. So the reason why I run the 1 copy of Elecmon is very simple, because I can cycle it through multiple ways in this deck, and I can delete one of my opponent's level 3 Digimon on deletion. So Elecmon is the type of Digimon that I'll kind of like keep in raising, and then I'll hard play another rookie if I got it. And then when my opponent, you know, hard plays a rookie, people are playing a lot of searchers right now. Jesmon has Huckmon, Agumon, Gabumon, they all have searcher Digimon that are particularly rookies. So they'll play those rookies end their turn, and if I've got the Elecmon in raising, I will be more than happy to swing into their security, apply that pressure, and then take out a rookie, because at 2k DP, chances are it's gonna die. Next, we're running 4 copies of this Devimon. Don't mind if I flex. 4 copies of Devimon. It's got active retaliation and inheritable retaliation. So what that really means is When this Digimon loses a battle, it takes the Digimon down with it and deletes the Digimon that it lost to. Very, very good skill. Also 4 of it to count towards the Dandevimon play. Next, I've got 4 more copies of Devimon here, but this time it is the blocker. 5k DP blocker is not that good in my opinion, because there's a lot of ways to kill 5k and below now. However, I'm really using it early game as a blocker, late game for a 1-cost Evo. That way I can get to my level 5s much quicker and get into the pressure, applying of pressure much quicker as well. So very good card here overall. I do love the Devimon art and Digimon, so you know I had to like max out on that. Next, we're running 2 copies of Ginkakumon Promote. This Digimon has Rush, and we're not using its on-play effect, but I'll let you know what it is anyways. On play, you may place 1 Kinkakumon and 1 Ginkakumon from your trash as a Digivolution source of Ginkakumon Promote, and if you get both in there, you get to draw 1 and gain a memory, which is really cool. However, I'm only using it for the rush effect. Sometimes I don't get to swing for game because I have a blocker on the board that will pass me turn. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll Digivolve this blocker into Promote for 1, swing with it, and then swing with a rookie or whatever other Digimon for game. Very good closer, and I have to have the 2 there. Next, we're running 2 copies of Kinkakumon here. When attacking, you may trash 1 card in your hand to delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon. So the cool thing about Kinkakumon is that it's only 4 cost as well. So if I have to, I can Digivolve into a rookie here and then hard play Kinkaku. That way, this space, the raising space stays open for a Digimon that I do want to Digivolve into. And I immediately have a way to get to a level 5 if I do choose to go that route. Also, great against, once again, these Searcher rookies, these hard playing rookies, these rookie heavy decks. Kinkakumon comes in pretty clutch. Next, we are running 3 copies of Lady Devimon just to fill that Dandevimon kind of like whole strategy. In addition to that, when Digivolving, you trigger draw 2 and then trash 2. So with Sunamon, it's actually draw 3, trash 2. And with a Tamer that I have, it's Sora Mimi, spoiler alert, you get to draw 4, trash 2. Lady Devimon has to swing that turn, and then you end up actually trashing 3. But I mean, still pretty good. You literally, like, 1 turn, if that Lady Devi is able to swing, you're cycling so much through your deck. So really awesome there. I don't actually take advantage of this inheritable skill. I take advantage of her 8k DP and the ability to bring Dandevimon out. Next, arguably the MVP of this deck, guys. 4 copies of this beast of a Digimon, Skull Greymon. I love his effect in purple much more than his effect in red. And let me tell you, I am so happy because I actually like Skull Greymon. So, when you trash this card in your hand using one of your effects, you can actually use Skull Greymon as a Digivolution source. So you just place it at the very bottom of one of your Digimon to give it Retaliation, which is amazing. Imagine giving a rookie Retaliation and just killing your opponent's, I don't know, like, big dude, Jessmon. I think his when attacking effect is super undervalued, and I think you guys should take full advantage of it. When attacking, you may trash 1 card in your hand. If you do, you actually get an additional 3000 DP. So you're gonna have Skull Greymon swinging for 10k, which is pretty safe in my opinion. And if it stays alive, that's another threat you have that could potentially bring out Dandevimon after your opponent has to get rid of it first. You know, security isn't getting rid of that Skull Greymon because it's at 10k, for example. Well, let your opponent swing over it. Does it have the Devimon stack? Yes, it does. We're bringing Dan out. It's pretty much just a wasted swing for your opponent at that point, which is really good. So this is actually the main Digimon that swings into security all the time. He actually gets to survive because he's got Retaliation and nobody wants to swing over it. So it's pretty good. You already know the boss himself, Dandevimon, 12k DP, what a beast. We know him from BT4. I got the alts, I'm playing the alts, because I'm going to make this guy viable every single set. I'm going to do my best to make sure this guy's viable every single set. Opponent's turn, once per turn, when a card is removed from your security stack, you can trash the top card of theirs. You know? It's pretty good. And on deletion, you just trash 2 cards from their hand. It's crazy, right? The Dandevimon promo can actually come out multiple times. Sometimes I like to hold on to that promo so I can bring out 2 Dandevimon in one turn if I actually get to that point. When you get to late game, anything can happen. I've done it before, and it's a very, very great feeling. We're running Chaos Gallantmon, just the 1 lone copy. Chaos Gallantmon's effect reads, when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon after you delete one of your own. So pretty good. And once per turn, when one of your Digimon's deleted, you actually get to play a level 3 Digimon from trash, as long as it's purple, without paying its cost. On-play effects don't activate, unfortunately, but you still get to bring out that promo Devi, that Gabumon. You get to bring out pretty much a lot of threats, which is great. The Elecmon. Next, we're running 3 copies of Beelstarmon. So you can reduce the cost of Beelstarmon actually when you play her by 1 for each card with 3 Musketeers or 7 cost option that you have in trash. Very good for closing out games for me. So the Dandevimon applies pressure, continued pressure. Skullgreymon does chip damage, rookies do chip damage. Beelstarmon seals the deal and wins the game by deleting my opponent's Digimon or going even wider to the point where they are overwhelmed and can't defend themselves because they're at like 2-1 security left and they'll have like 4 bodies out. So Beelstarmon, on play, you return 1 option card with a memory cost of 7 from trash to your hand, and then you can actually play an option card with a memory cost of 7 from your hand without paying its cost. So very, very good there, high value Beelstarmon. Diving into our Tamers, 2 copies of Sora Mimi. Sora Mimi is actually insane. I wasn't a believer at first, now I absolutely am. Literally, I don't even use the start of your turn effect. I use the your turn effect. The start of your turn effect is if your opponent doesn't have a level 4 or lower Digimon on the board, you get 2 memory. But when attacking with a purple Digimon, you get to draw 1 and trash 1. You get to cycle even more aggressively with this Tamer out, and it's so bonkers. Next, 1 copy of Matt. Just so I can cycle things. Sometimes I might need the rookie Devi promo. I might need a Beelstar. Depending on what I need, I'll be able to cycle it. But being able to stay at 3 is pretty good. But if I don't see it, I don't miss it. You know, I'm only going to my level 5s, so I can pretty much apply pressure very quickly. So Matt is there just as a 1-of. I guess you're wondering how many options does this guy play in this deck because it looks wonky. But let me tell you guys, it works very well. So anyways, 4 copies of Fly Bullet here. If you have a Digimon with 3 Musketeers in its type, you can play this without color restriction. And delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. That's its main effect. In security, it just activates the main effect. But very good because there's no caveat of having to be unsuspended, suspended, no Digivolution source or anything like that. You can literally just play it and kill a level 6 or lower Digimon. Next, I'm running the 1 copy of Nailbone. The beauty about Nailbone, guy, is it allows me to go wider and seal the deal when I have nothing to delete on my opponent's board or nothing threatening game. So I can just play Nailbone to go even wider so they can't like threaten my board or prevent me from winning. So very good card. You can actually play 1 level 3 and 1 level 4 Digimon from trash without paying its cost. So it's really good. Next, I'm running 1 copy of Trump Sword, the lone Trump Sword. It's just there to honestly fill the void. I needed 8 options at least, so I ran the Trump Sword. But I'm realizing that it's actually very good against decks that unsuspend a lot. Sometimes I'll get lucky and it'll hit Gabumon or a Jesmon, and that makes my day. But I'm only running the 1, so it's not going to happen often. Next, 1 copy of Javulch Former. Probably wondering why not 2. Because it activates from the owner's hand, and I'm not a pure 3 Musketeers deck. So if I'm not a pure 3 Musketeers deck, this isn't going to be in my hand often, you know? Well, I mean, I'm not going to be able to play it as often as like a pure 3 Musketeers deck, for example. So because of that, it's just going to stay in my trash and sit there until I can run Beelstarmon and actually use it. But it's a very, very good card. You delete all Digimon with a play cost of 7 or less. And fun fact, Skull Greymon and Lady Devimon are both 8 play cost, which means I get around Javolt very, very well. Still applying pressure to my opponent, because if they do find a way to kill those 8 cost level 5s, Dandevimon will come out. And lastly, Happy Bullet Showering. Delete all of your opponent's Digimon with, well, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. So very good card. It activates insecurity, which I like even more. So it'll delete a lot of things. Some people like to play around Happy Bullet a lot by like having different DP Digimon on the board at any given time. Those are good players. But I only run the 1-of, so at the very least it'll be a 1-for-1 deletion, and I am totally happy with that. But that said, guys, that is the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you do like this kind of like added B-roll stuff, let me know in the comment section below. I find that it'll be a little bit more helpful to kind of communicate my thoughts and summarize my thoughts on each card choice. So I hope it does help. But that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit me up with a like if you do enjoy the video. If you want more videos, go ahead and hit me with a subscribe, because that way you'll get notified and stuff when I make new content. Thank you so much for watching, and peace!